Hi everyone, this is the Future Elements. Welcome to Behind the Elements podcast. I am here with all of my friends. They will introduce themselves. Grumpy?
Hello everyone, my name is GrumpyElite and I am a machinima creator. I make video game movies on the channel GrumpyElite, and I am dedicating to video game, movie, reviews, gameplays, streams, and other things I feel like doing. Don't
Justin?
What the fuck?
Hello, I'm JustinD.G, self-aware clone and machinima director.
Awesome. Lawman?
don't say that out loud.
Don't say
I'm your boy Lawman Studios, who doesn't make enough content, but hopefully will when he feels like it.
And he's also part of the VF.
Also promises everyone reviews.
I'm still doing that.
And Mega?
Hi, this is Megalodon302. Back with the Big Shark, voice actor, machinima creator when I can. I'm kind of in the same situation as Lawman at the moment. And yeah, pretty much me.
Yeah, you better get your ass to work, boy.
A-Star.
Hello, my name is A-Star. My actual name is Alistair, and I do a lot of voice acting in the machinima community. I run the hub on Discord, as well as doing a lot of indie filmmaking in real life, but I enjoy voice acting in the community.
Awesome. And
love-
I've known A-Star for like years. Like one of the lengthiest friendships I have, or associations I have throughout the Halo machinima community.
Probably around like 6 years or so.
6 years, 7 years.
Ooh.
Yeah.
True love.
All right, Trey.
Hello, my name is Trey16, voice actor, forger, and never made any content for Halo in a long ass time.
That's gonna change. And
Oh
Victor.
yeah. Oh god. Hi, I'm VIMTOCAT. I'm probably the bottom of the food chain in this Discord. I work as a body actor for numerous machinimas, including Colonel Goard, Scorch Flame, and the Goard Project. And yeah, that's basically it.
Awesome. So that is everyone that has joined the podcast. There are some familiar faces from the last week's podcast, like Lawman, Justin, Mega, and Treyaz. Quad sadly could not be here because that fucker's at work, but he sends his love and regards. And
Yeah, what a piece of shit.
what a piece.
Man, we can't get sponsored by Home
know,
Depot.
right?
He fucking works there.
Oh boy.
But
I know, right?
But anyway, like the consistent podcast roles will be Lawman, myself, Justin, and Mega, and Treyaz. So those will be the consistent podcast peeps. A-Star is currently A-Star, Grumpy, and VIMTOCAT are currently guest stars. If they want to be part of the podcast in more a consistent role, that is perfectly fine with me. But as of right now, it is a guest star role. So something happened over the last week that is absolutely exciting, and it is the Halo MCC being launched on PC for Microsoft Store and Steam, out of all places.
Finally!
I know,
Right?
fucking finally. Like, and not only that, but they're also adding Reach, and Reach is also getting a remastered campaign and multiplayer and 4K 60 frames per second, which is awesome. Because
Can I point out that Grumpy called this? in
I
his,
think a lot of people did, honestly. Like, so many people had rumored about this for years and years.
Well, I bring
No
up
one
Grumpy
believed-
specifically because in his Nightmare Films video, he was like, maybe they should add it to MCC, and then like 3 days
Yeah.
later, that's what
And
happened.
they actually do.
Lo and behold. Are
Is
you
that-
fucking
oh,
working for
shit.
343, you son of a bitch? Do I need to send you a pepperoni pizza to your house?
Yes, that is obligated now.
I have pizza.
You want to give us some?
I already had pizza.
Do you work at 343?
You say that I kind of like bought some for like some friends and
Pizza
family.
time.
But... Okay, yeah.
Yes.
I think it's going to be fucking fantastic finally adding to MCC. to PC for the sole fact that, like, not just for this reason, but this is what makes me excited, is the fact that everyone that was a PC player that never played an Xbox, or if they did, they never really played the Halo games and they went to PC, or the people that played the first two on PC, they'll finally be able to finish the fucking fight that we finished 13 years ago.
Yeah, especially for my mother who played the first two.
What?
No. Wait, hold up.
We should
Did
probably
somebody say
chill.
gamer mom?
She bought the
Right, Philip,
Xbox. You should fucking sponsor her.
Your mom's a gamer.
Hold on. Okay, just to explain, I know that came out of nowhere, but so my mom, both Halo CE and Halo 2 and stuff, of course, way later than I did and all that. That's when she was starting to get into all the games and stuff. But since Halo 3 never had a PC port, she was never able to continue after all this time. But now, finally, God knows how many years that game has come out, so that now she'll be able to finish it. So
I just have
as
the
well-
image of someone's mom
Play the
bragging
remastered
about their
version.
PC specs.
Like 2,000 years later.
Mega, I hate to ask this, but is your mom single?
No.
I'm just asking for a friend, dude. Don't worry about it.
Oh no, we're going there.
If he was
Oh,
single,
no.
he wouldn't be.
Mingle with the single.
Oh man.
Oh, nuts.
And get pep sprayed.
But so I actually read on the Halo Waypoint post when they were revealed that MCC was actually going to be released on PC along with Reach. So they're actually doing it in chronological order when they're releasing it on PC. So basically what they're doing is that they're not releasing MCC as a whole package yet. They want to make sure that every single campaign is actually perfect by the time they send it out. So what they're going to do is send it out chronologically on Steam or Microsoft Store, and you'll be able to download the campaign and multiplayer, and then you'll have that entire game to play with, and then maybe like a month or a couple weeks later you'll get Halo CE.
That's really smart on their
They don't
part,
wanna-
because they don't want the same situation that happened with the Xbox version. They do not want another botched launch like that
Oh,
one.
God,
That's
that
for
was-
sure.
That thing was a mess. Hopefully they
Oh,
can
yeah.
redeem themselves on this. Like,
Waiting 30 minutes for a game. Ooh.
well, I mean, you can still do that like after 2 years after the game was old, like 2 years old.
True.
Like up until late 2018, I think it was, the game was broken. The game was completely and still broken. Some of the playlists never worked. I tried to do like a Master Chief Saga playlist with one of my friends, and it just never worked. It would always cut us out after the second mission. So hopefully they can fix that. I haven't tried it again since, but
It's better.
What about the customization? Because like Reach has really good customization, and they fuck that up for MCC.
See, okay. I don't see them recreating Reach's customization. I think they're gonna do what they did for the other Halo games, where they just have the default armor sets and like color customization.
ugh.
Oh, God,
Like I
mean,
know it. Look, I know it's bad, but like I'm.
is it a
being real-
coding issue?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I believe it's a coding issue.
I think
Memory
it's
issue?
mainly just like trying to make sure that like because since MCC, the customization section for MCC is generalized for all of the games, instead of like selecting Halo Reach and then you get the customization fact of it. You get like MCC is like the base. The customization palette is just the base. You just select which one you're going to customize for. So it's just like a long list of preset armor, which
Yeah,
I
it'll
fucking
just be
hate.
the default things,
Oh,
like what they
well.
did in Halo 3 and 4.
I don't know, man. I'm just hoping it's not going to be watered down. It actually has a lot of features.
Yeah.
See, I want to be hopeful,
Rip
but like,
attachments.
So wait, Reach is getting like an anniversary edition, or is it just getting revamped?
It's just
I
getting
think
better.
when they say, I think when they say remaster, they're just like
Eight-
updating.
increasing
the
man.
fact that they didn't even do Halo 3 anniversary.
It's not really needed at this point. I mean,
Yeah.
Is it
I
really a
have to
revamp
agree
if
with
it's just
that.
an HD port?
True.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
fuck, dude.
it's a remaster, which I mean,
Look, my biggest issue with Reach was its frame rate, so like this is good enough for me.
Yeah, the
yeah.
frame rate's
yeah,
gonna
the
be
frame
way
rate
better
of
for
Reach was
certain.
pretty bad. especially when you got into like
it would have
certain
its
lighting
moments.
What about our maps? We had a lot of great maps on Reach, and I'm wondering if there's going to be a way if we can just bring back all of our old Forge maps to MCC.
That's a real interesting one too.
Aren't they also bringing a custom browser to MCC?
Yep.
They
Yeah,
are.
custom games.
Oh, they
I've
are.
heard about that.
Oh, thank
fucking
Christ!
time, Jesus Christ!
Let me
Ah,
actually load up the article.
yeah, because I didn't even know that they were doing that and stuff. Because that's probably the most annoying thing is that there's not really a file share, to be honest.
There's going to be like flights too, right? Just
So let's see. By Sketch with a 7 on the 12th. Today, we're extremely excited to share 2 big announcements that deliver on what are easily the most frequently requested asks from our community over the last few years. 1, Halo Reach is being added to Halo and Master Chief Collection, which the thing is that like with that sentence, a lot of people would defend the reason why it's not going on MCC because it's not Master Chief,
yeah.
which
well,
it makes
ODST
sense.
was, but
ODST's
Yeah.
on there, so
Yeah,
at
but
this
that
point
was
it's-
like, but that was a port that I think they were going to do for a DLC for, but it was also a port for the fact that they fucked up MCC so fucking bad.
yeah.
that
Well,
they-
Reach is just going to be a port of the 360 game.
Yeah.
And number 2, the entire collection is coming to PC via the Microsoft Store and Steam, which I am really thankful for. It's
Steam
going
was
on
the
Steam.
biggest surprise.
Yeah, Steam
Yeah.
was the biggest surprise for the fact that Microsoft is huge on their proprietary apps on Windows 10 and Xbox and Microsoft Store and all sorts of shit. The fact that they're adding it to Steam is a big step forward, especially since they still haven't added Halo Wars 2 to Steam. May I remind you?
Yeah,
all.
you're right. They have a Halo Wars Definitive Edition up there, but not 2.
Well, you got to go where the business is at.
Yeah, they gotta go where their business
Yeah.
is at, and they know that MCC will
You
sell.
gotta go to the Epic Game Store.
Oh my god.
Like,
No,
did
you
you
know
guys
what?
see that meme?
Epic Games will hijack it like 1 week right before release.
Did you guys see that meme? Like it was showing like a person with a gun, and they replaced their face with the Steam logo, and then they
Yeah.
added
Oh,
MCC.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So like,
Oh yeah, dude, that's the freaking crazy YouTuber, right?
because Metro
The thing with
Exodus
the
is a
guns?
beautiful game.
All
It's a
YouTubers are
fantastic
crazy.
game, and then they decided to release that shit on Epic Game Store for exclusively for 1 year, which is awful. But the good thing is that the game did release for people that did pre-order it on Steam. It did release for those people. So if you didn't pre-order it on Steam, you don't get the game. But if you did,
So
you get
wait,
the
so
game.
it originally was going to be released on Steam, but then they like backtracked last second?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was an
that's
exclusive deal
a
with
whole
Epic.
hunk of shit.
The Great Journey. Before we jump into what all this means, let's take a quick walk down memory lane. Halo the Master Chief Collection, MCC, launched for Xbox One back in 2014 and offered 4 complete game experiences in one handy package. Soon thereafter, Halo 3 ODST's campaign was added, rounding out the ultimate collection of classic Halo game content. What's everyone's opinion on Halo 3 ODST?
Great game.
Underappreciated.
Very
Yes.
underappreciated.
Underappreciated, but also could have done more.
it's lacking a lot. I mean, it's a
It
different
gave-
approach for a Halo game, I do have to say.
It was for
There
certain.
was that.
Does,
But I
does,
don't
anyone,
really say
does,
much.
anyone, does anyone remember what the original price tag for Halo 3 ODST was, though?
Wasn't it like a
$60
full-
bucks.
Yeah,
60 bucks.
Look it up.
That's where the problem comes in, because Halo 3 ODST was just a new campaign, because they just ported over Halo
And
3.
It should have just
multiplayer.
been $20
Oh, yeah,
as the
and-
original price, and then as a port, it should have just been free because it wasn't really that popular.
Well, it's not really just a port. They also like heavily improved the engine, and it was actually its own standalone game. Just the only thing it really lacked was everything else we like about Halo 3, such as a lot of custom games and forging and matchmaking.
What about
Also,
Firefight?
ODST Firefight, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Firefight was a great new addition to it because it gave us something that would actually transfer on over to Reach and everything else.
Even
Right.
to 5.
And Reach Firefight's going to be like a DLC now, right?
And I think and I think also like it was a baseline, like a foundation for what Spartan Ops was built upon. I think.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing because
Rip.
that was made. Halo 3 ODST was made just by Bungie that time, if I remember.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it came out right before Reach did.
It came out
Yeah.
right before Reach
Mhm.
did, and I think it was a sole team that worked on the.
Yeah,
like a
so it
solo
wasn't
team.
so 343 wasn't even around back, right? It was like
Yeah,
They
no,
way
they
before
were in
then.
2009, basically right after the ODST came out and right before Reach came out, because Bungie's contract was going to end.
They're really just Microsoft with a logo slammed on it.
Yeah, it's basically that.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, Halo 3 ODST I think is a fantastic campaign. It's a great story. It turns the over-the-top action of the Halo campaigns, at least the original trilogy, it turned it down a notch to realize that there actually are people there are soldiers that are part of this huge war that's intergalactic, that really hit upon the humans and other species and races, that ultimately became a lot of people's downfall. And knowing that you playing as a soldier that also didn't talk all that much, knowing that you could easily just die. It was...
Did he actually talk at all?
Well, that was the goal. They were going for
yeah,
the
no,
silent protagonist approach, like
Doom.
Half-Life.
Gordon
Blank slate.
Freeman.
It's kind of like
Yeah.
it's kind of like just
But
like
also-
that for FPS like.
But also, I think we
cliche.
can't forget the fact that this was the one game that probably brought us one of the greatest characters ever. Freaking Nathan Fillion as
Yes.
stuff.
Nathan
Like,
Fillion was a
Fillion.
huge since he was part of Firefly, and Bungie loved Firefly, and I bet Nathan Fillion was like, stop casting me in fucking sci-fi, but no, but no, he agreed to it, and then he actually stayed with the character for years after.
I mean, he still
Years.
plays.
He had a freaking cameo in Reach.
He had a cameo in
stuff,
Reach.
because
He had a
of course he
cameo
was
in
there.
3, I think, even.
But 3 came out
in
before
3?
ODST.
No, he
Oh,
wasn't in 3.
No, he wasn't in
Maybe.
3. Okay.
He wasn't
Yeah.
in 3, no. But so yeah, came in, and then of
Oh
course
wait, no, he
became-
was in 3. He was in 3. I did read this in his IMDb. He was in 3, but he was an additional voice. He was not.
Oh, so
Bug.
he was just like a Marine extra, probably.
Yeah, he was just.
It was
an
like
extra.
background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think ODST, like in conclusion, like ODST is a fantastic campaign that should have been, it should have been, like appreciated more when it got released and even after. But that
Well, I mean,
$60
Halo
price.
3 ODST is very appreciated nowadays.
Appreciated now.
Yeah.
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 But at the time, like
I think,
people were complaining
But
that
that
it was
$60 price tag really killed it.
$60
It wasn't
price tag.
machinima
Oh,
material.
Yeah.
Still decent with it.
It
Like,
wasn't
but, like,
cinema material.
think
we are,
about
like,
it,
the
people
smallest-
like the game. People like the game, but the $60 price tag didn't warrant for the amount of content they got. It's just later on when everything settled down, the game went lower.
Let's make a
People
Marine
were
Halo
like,
game,
"You
but
know
call
what,
it Call of
this
Duty
game's pretty
instead.
It's like when after Far Cry 3 came out, they came out with Blood Dragon. That came out a $60 price tag. People would
Yeah,
be upset, but
Blood
that came out
Dragon.
like $14.99. Everyone thought that was the greatest Far Cry.
It is. It's literally.
Remember when Far Cry
it is
became
one
a
of-
caveman game?
Well, hey, to be fair, I played that. I played Far Cry Primal. It's actually pretty fun.
Oh yeah, I have it.
I actually consider it. I consider it a better game, and don't hate me for saying this. I consider it a better game than Ark Evolved.
You
in
said that
terms of
last time.
controls.
You literally said those exact words last podcast about the last
What did
game.
you?
Well,
wait.
all I remember
did
about last
Did I
podcast
bring
was
up-
Goard was giving a speech, and then Mega's just like, "Fuck."
That was the greatest part about that. Like one of the highlights of that podcast is the fact.
All because I was while we were talking.
Yeah, you were playing fucking
was playing-
Halo.
I was playing Halo Reach
Oh,
Invasion.
God forbid.
and
I'm
so,
giving this
and-
whole big speech about the fact that I'm coming back into the machinima community, and I was actually thankful that everyone was actually really
He's playing a
interested
game.
in Future Element films. And I don't mind that you were playing a game. It's more of the fact that right after I got done of sounding like all like completed and in conclusion speech, all you hear is fuck.
So, I really did not mean to do that and stuff. Like I was listening, I was actually really
Fuck
saying,
off.
I think
I
it's-
think
God
the only
damn it,
thing-
he's making machinima again.
I think I think
Stop the Goard.
But no, I think the only thing that would have made it better, I think the only thing that would have made it better and funnier is the fact, like, after I finished my speech and going, like, I'm really glad that everyone seems interested. Fuck me.
Well,
Quickly grab his gourd.
Gourds of the Galaxy.
Gourds of the
Oh God, no.
But anyway,
We're about to start up the
let me
Gourd
finish.
no,
What,
please,
let me
please do
finish.
not bring up nightmares of that cards against
Let me
humanity
finish
thing.
the article.
Oh
Over
my.
the
Sorry. Yeah. Continue the article. Sorry.
Want me to
over
post
the
my
part.
JPEGs again?
Over the past year, the team at 343 Industries has been working on updating and enhancing MCC in close partnership with the community. Through months
AKA
of public
fixing.
fighting and player feedback, MCC has grown and evolved into an entirely different product with improved and modernized matchmaking and services, support for 4K/HDR, which is high dynamic range, offline LAN, local area network, better controls and input customization, and more. Last September, the
Customization
enhanced and improved MCC landed on Xbox Game Pass and gave a whole new audience a way to experience Master Chief Saga, or for existing fans, a way to relive those classics like never before. All of this work, along with the support of the community, was instrumental in not only reinvigorating MCC, but laying the foundation to take the next step and bring it all to PC in a way that honors both the Chief's legendary journey and the PC features and conventions that players wanted to see Halo take advantage of. So the question here is, does anyone here have Xbox Game Pass?
Me.
Yes.
Oh wow.
I forgot. Is that what I'm
but I'm not
leeching off
sure.
of you, Grumpy?
Yes, reaching off my Game Pass.
Okay, so Grumpy has Game
I
Pass.
mean-
Who else did?
No.
Me.
Oh, never mind.
I
Oh,
think
Vimto?
I do,
Okay.
but I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
Technically, I'm leeching it.
Okay, so
mean,
who
it's
else
just
just
like
buys their
Netflix.
games off of Xbox?
Very rarely.
I just game share with Hark these days now.
God, you guys are all fucking leeches. Me spending
See, I like to
games and
buy
games.
like.
Well, here's the
Oh,
thing.
screw you. Oh, screw
Here's
you
the thing.
too.
I can spend $60 pretty fucking quick. So if somebody
Well,
wants me to get
okay.
Red Dead, it's
I
like,
bought a
all right.
fucking $2,000 computer with all my tax returns, and I went broke for an entire week.
Oh yeah,
I lived off of
$2,000
ramen.
computer went broke for 3 months. That was great.
I lived off of ramen for a little bit. But anyway,
Casual, just broke teenager right here.
I'm about 10 grand in debt, so I don't know if you really want to brag.
fair
Is that
enough.
what happened when you called those
All right.
slaves?
I'm sorry. What is a student loan again?
All right, MCC for PC. Later this year, these classic Halo experiences will start to arrive on PC via the Microsoft Store, and for the first time in the series, on Steam, which technically is true if you don't count Halo Wars, but
Or is the weird like top-down Spartan Strike games?
those two. Oh god, those games sucked. This is an incredibly exciting opportunity for us to bring the Halo universe and Master Chief's story to a new audience and to offer PC gamers a chance to step into the franchise on the PC platform of their choice. The Master Chief's arrival on PC will happen in stages this is where I was talking about that they're releasing it in chronological order, with each title releasing one by one over time, giving the development team the ability to ensure each one is right, while giving players a chance to jump in right away rather than having to wait for the entire suite of games to be completed. Our current plan is for this journey to begin with the launch of Halo Reach, the fictional beginnings of the Master Chief Saga, with the rest of the titles following in chronological order thereafter. Halo Reach, Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST Campaign, and Halo 4 will each be available for an individual purchase within MCC as they become available, and each game will evolve and grow over time with community input. So I'm going to stop there for a second. What's your guys' take on the fact that it will be available for individual purchase within MCC? Do you guys think
Well-
that each
well,
campaign will be
actually-
released as piece, like,
Well, for one, not everybody wants all the freaking Halo games. I mean, me personally, just to buy the whole fucking package and not even play ODST, Halo 4, and all that shit just really takes up a lot of space. So,
Yeah, I
I
was
mean,
about to say, and on top of the space that it would take in your computer, because you may want to play on a console because you own it, it also gives you the option of picking what you really want in the end.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it'd be
overall
a complete
good.
cluster.
so they just like miniature, like microtransactions or what the fuck.
I think that it's going to be like,
just like
if you
buy
own this MCC, like if you pre-purchase it or like you buy it, it will start off as like $20, and then I think it'll be $10 per game, because ultimately if it's 6 games, $10 per game, it would make out $60.
That's
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, and it's a good idea that they're gonna allow you to be able to purchase each game and stuff, because unless if it forces you to get all of them, even though you don't want to play all of them and stuff, that would be kind of a cheap move.
Especially
I
me
like
if
that
I
weird-
already
What about
own CE
weapon
and
lowering
2 on
online?
PC.
For
Yeah.
PC.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
That would be interesting to see if they do that. It would be interesting.
And then
to
the
see.
FOV, if they do crossplay, would that be unfair?
Ooh,
Not really, since you can do that in
that's-
Apex Legends.
Mhm.
I'm like that weird guy who likes
But,
all the Halo games. So
Mm.
But yeah, I think it'd make more sense if it kind of worked like a Telltale game, where it's like if you buy the full season, but obviously not all the episodes are out yet.
Yeah.
It'd make more sense if it was like if you bought the whole collection, obviously you'd get the game that order, and then obviously you'd have like say that, and obviously get into the story and the mechanics and that, and then the next
that
one
makes
be
sense.
released.
Because if it comes out episodically like that, and you get to purchase the entire thing ahead of time, that gives you the option to definitely reserve that you're going to get it. The only thing I worry about is, I don't know, like if it was 343 or Bungie, but delivery. I know that they've canceled a few things before in the past. What was that one thing with Spartan Ops being canceled, even though people were looking forward to it?
season 2.
Yes.
Yeah, and the thing is,
I
like,
remember hearing about that.
is as long as they're deep in contracts with Steam and Microsoft, I would hope that these actually all get ported properly and in the time span they're supposed to. But I don't know. I'm really skeptical if they're going to be able to make that kind of commitment.
The whole original idea was to release it all at once, but then they decided to do it individually because they wanted to get the games out faster to people and to get word of mouth out.
Yeah.
What about Halo 5? I mean, like, they don't have like a full release on PC.
They
And I
have
don't know if
Forge
they would just
mode
like
out
add
there.
that later.
Probably, I can understand that they might.
But
do
like,
that if they
I'm gonna uninstall Halo 5 as soon as this comes out. Unless the game's not effective, then I'm gonna have to crawl my ass back to a game I really fucking hate.
I personally
Yeah,
do not like Halo 5 at all. I don't like the armor. A lot of it
It's
is
okay,
just
I'm
like
gonna
because
die
they
then.
filled up the game with armor. They said that it's the most customizable Halo game on the, in the series, which is
It was supposed to be the game of the year. That's what they said in the fucking trailer. I was like,
well, of course. And then, but the thing is that a lot, like I think there's like 500 pieces, more or
Yeah.
less. But there's 500 pieces of armor, but about I don't know 3 or 4, like every one piece, like let's say just Mark 6 for just a foundation. Mark 6 would have like 4 different variants, just with different color schemes, which then eliminates that armor down to like a third of 500, which is like 150 or 175 armor pieces,
Well,
which is
well,
a whole
here's
lot
the
more
thing
than
also.
Reach in a Halo 4, but still.
But you can't
Yeah,
even
you only
customize them into. That's one of the big issues and stuff.
you can only customize your
And-
helmet and then your armor.
And then your armor, yeah, and visor, technically.
Visor,
It's
yeah.
not individual customization. It's more so
yeah.
overall customization with these pre-made
Here we
layouts.
are. Individually, there are 224 helmets and 224 armors, and I think that also includes the variants.
Oh, so then it's even
Yeah,
less.
The very the thing is that some of the armors actually do look good, especially the ones that they added during the Reach update. Like some
Well,
of
here's
the
thing with
the ones that
3. They can make some of their armor is really good, but then like they can go down real quick.
yeah.
Yeah.
Achilles armor.
Yeah. Well, okay. To be fair, that is a cool looking.
It looks
armor.
cool,
It's
but
all
it was
down to
almost
Seeker.
unattainable to actually get.
hey,
Well, I can tell you that I actually did get it with the group that I was with. And all that it took a long time, but it was honestly worth it because it does look cool.
I got it by in a clan thing. I don't remember what I was part of, but
Don't you guys want to see Rec Packs come back?
No,
No.
No, 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 no,
Oh, God.
no, no.
I hate to be the
Uh-huh.
bearer
That
of
is-
bad news, but I actually have to
No,
split
PTSD.
early today.
Oh, you do?
shit.
Yeah.
Damn it.
you
Shit.
motherfucker!
At least I got your
You
fucking
son of a
intro.
bitch.
Ryan, son of a bitch. We didn't sign a contract yet, did we?
Well,
Put his
no,
name
but
in the
you
title,
said that you
you're
were going to be
confused.
on the podcast, and I even started it fucking early for your
I know.
fucking lying ass.
I know. It's fucking
Wow,
11
Lawman,
here.
way to fuck up the whole stream.
Yeah, what? Way to
Why
fuck it
the
up.
fuck you
You done
lying?
fucked it up.
Damn it, Long.
Get out of here.
All right.
That probably worked for
Well,
343.
All right. Well, Lawman, thanks for joining. We'll get you next week.
Thanks
though.
for joining.
All right.
Yeah.
Make
Everyone
Halo great
turn
again,
on
not suck ass again.
Maha. Make Halo great again.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's definitely something we will need before Infinite for sure.
All right. But,
Which that does
It's like,
actually
bye, we'll never forget
bring,
you.
which that
It was
actually
weekend.
does bring up something interesting because they are technically trying to have Infinite come out on PC as well. So the idea that they need to have Halo 5 come on the PC, they surely have to do that before Infinite releases, or
Yeah, to get everyone
otherwise
caught
it's
up.
like, what? Yeah, to get everyone caught up, because otherwise, you got Infinite coming out on the Xbox One and the PC and stuff, and it's like, are we missing something here?
Because like
It's almost like. Well, I was gonna say it's almost like PCs have better hardware than consoles.
Oh,
wow.
Oh.
You don't
Oh
say.
no.
I mean, back in the early 2000s, PCs actually were under consoles. Consoles in
False alarm.
False alarm.
Fuck
You motherfucker! You lying son of a bitch!
You will know.
Motherfucker! Poor
I'm
podcast coordinator, my ass.
I'm the new clone for Justin.
Oh yes.
But
And he.
but
Gonna
no,
be
but
assassinated
no,
by a T-posing man.
the thing is of like with fuck, what were we talking about?
Well, you were comparing
We were
you were comparing the performance of consoles versus PCs
Right.
back in the day, which I think is still kind of a little iffy because consoles were designed for specific requirements, and then PCs could do a whole lot back then as well.
Well, yeah,
Also,
they could do
the
a whole
original
lot back
Xbox
then. I
was
mean,
built
obviously
to
with
be similar
CG,
to
CGI
PC.
and everything. But like when it came down to games, like if you look at some of the games that were released, like let's say 2003.
Mega Man on DOS is shit.
Why did you, Grumpy?
But-
Why'd you have to bring that up? Okay.
But no, the
Come
thing
on,
is,
man.
like with some games that were released, like let's say in 2001, with Halo being released on Xbox and then a game coming out on PC, it never looked as good.
That's because it was a crappy port by Gearbox. The mere fact that Halo was originally an Apple product first before they actually split off to
Well, I wasn't talking
go
about the
work
Halo
with.
port though.
Oh,
Talking about,
what are you
in
referring
general.
to?
I'm just like talking in general. Games from 2001 that were released solely on PC, they never looked as good as they were on Xbox. At least
I would
from my
also
experience.
argue that there wasn't as big of a push from developers that wanted to work really well with hardware manufacturers. Like today, you have AMD and NVIDIA working really hard with game developers to make sure that these graphics are actually being pushed, because that's a big market compared to back then. Consoles were locked down to those companies, so that's kind of what the big focus was back then. If you look at every big console that's ever come out, almost every single time it's always been a partner with AMD, and there's a few consoles that were partnered with NVIDIA, but I mean, that's just kind of the way it's been going. But definitely, I'm hoping that with the new release of Halo Infinite, that it's something that, the Xbox One X can handle if you feel the need to buy one. But definitely, if you have a fucking beast PC, play it on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what were you saying, Justin?
Yeah, what were you saying?
Fuck, I forgot.
I'm sorry, man.
But
Saints Row 2 PC port is horrible.
That exists.
how about we talk about the fact that like Star Wars, Jedi
here's
Knight,
the thing
Dark
about
Forces
that port.
2 port.
Yeah,
is
hold on, give me a
awful on
second.
Steam.
Here's the thing about that port. On the consoles, it plays perfectly fine at 30 FPS. When you play on a PC, they fixed it now, but if you used to, when you put it on PC, if you increase your graphical settings, it makes the game look worse.
Logic
Degrades.
100.
Ow, son of a bitch.
What? What'd you do?
I got fucking tape around this broken headset, and the fucking tape just ripped my...
Yikes.
Fucker.
Dude, rip your
This is the new sheriff in town. Is the one that sticks.
Oh,
his
what?
head
So
in.
you're gonna fire me again?
No, I'm not firing you. But no,
Did you try using Flex Seal?
Oh, fuck that shit.
but no, like well.
Can we all just agree we're overall excited for MCC
Yes.
coming to PC?
Well, I mean,
I'm just a little bit jacked up on caffeine.
I wasn't even done with
Yeah.
the article. With back to the article. For the team at 343 Industries, the most important and critical element of this project is ensuring that MCC delivers a true first-class experience on PC. We're embarking on a journey with our community to build a real PC experience that delivers on PC gamer expectations. The team is passionately committed to ensuring that all features, bells, and whistles expected in a modern PC title are included with MCC. These features may vary somewhat by title, and we won't get everything in there all at once. This is a product and an experience that will grow and evolve over time, which immediately makes me think of EA. We are laying the groundwork for PC native features such as excellent mouse and keyboard controls, support for multiple resolutions and aspect ratios, field of view sliders, and adjustable frame rates, to name but a few. And yes, there will be support for Xbox gamepads and other PC controllers.
Yay.
So the field of view thing I'm actually pretty excited about due to the fact that every time I play Halo on my big screen TV in my room, I can't see because the gun takes up half the fucking screen.
Yeah, oh my god, I love Halo 3 so much, but god damn, the fucking gun is so close.
Yeah.
Just use a Spartan laser, dude.
I'll make it better. But no, like adding the field of view sliders, that will be great. And adjustable frame rates, that will be great too.
Lawman, you son of a bitch.
All right, so the final part is Remember Reach, along with
How about remember El Dorito?
along with bring MCC to PC. The next loudest refrain from Halo fans has been to add Reach to MCC, and we're excited to make good on both requests later this year. As part of MCC, the prequel to Halo Combat Evolved looks and plays better than ever, and will arrive in slightly different ways depending on your platform of choice. MCC's Intelligent Delivery feature on Xbox One allows players to pick and choose to install campaign and or multiplayer content, and Reach will be offered in the same way. On Xbox One specifically, Halo Reach's multiplayer content, which includes Forge and the Theater, will be automatically included for everyone who owns MCC, while Halo Reach's campaign and firefight experiences will be offered together as a premium digital add-on. Xbox Game Pass subscribers will have access to the entirety of Halo Reach within MCC as part of their subscription, just like the rest of the titles in MCC. Halo Reach is silky smooth at 60 frames per second and visually stunning in 4K HDR on compatible hardware. Halo Reach will look and play just as great when it lands on Microsoft Store and Steam, and include PC-specific features and options. Campaign, multiplayer, and firefight will come packaged together for purchase as the first step in this PC journey.
I am very excited.
I even though I have concerns, I think it's gonna turn out pretty well.
Mega, please
The
defer
fucking
your
last
attention
podcast.
to General, please.
What?
Oh no!
Oh, for fuck's!
I'm not showing that, but
Why are we doing this again? You're not showing that. Not again.
I'm the editor. I'll
This is
fucking
our-
blur it.
you're not the editor.
Wait, what?
Well, you said that you didn't. You said until after your semester was over.
Yeah, that's not till the end of April, so I mean, like, I can
Oh,
pop in between, but like, if I have like a test going on, then I'm not gonna make it.
oh okay. Well, we'll play by ear then.
God
But
damn.
anyway, when it comes down to the 4K and HDR and 60 frames per second,
I don't
I'll
have
believe it
anything
when I
that's
see it
compatible with a
because
4K
it can be
thing,
broken.
so-
Also, I did ask this question to someone else before. This is all to everyone here. Which game in the MCC do you think will be the first one to break in the PC version?
Oh,
Break. Okay. So I have a theory of the one that's going to probably break first is definitely going to be Halo 2 Anniversary. I can definitely
wait, hold on.
see
Let's
that
hear the
one.
reasonings.
Okay, so Halo C has been on PC for quite a long time, and so I can imagine even the reskins and all that it's probably going to go over fine and all that.
Well, hold on.
But in terms of Halo 2,
let me give you a fun fact. The port we have on MCC is actually the PC port on back in 2004.
From Vista.
Yeah, so it's
okay.
still it's right there. They don't have
That
to
still
do
begs
much.
the
Okay, so
question.
then-
Halo 2
okay.
was very broken and rushed to begin with.
No, hold up.
And
Well,
That was
I
mostly
haven't
due
even
because
finished. But let me
Halo 2
finish
Vista
my
ran
reasons.
5 was just
So
games were live that
yeah, so the thing I think is because with all the cutscenes and the high def stuff that's just been put into Halo 2 Anniversary and stuff, I think that will definitely affect the frame rate, especially with like when you see how beautiful and high res the cutscenes are and stuff, and just how fast paced they can be and all that. I can imagine that certain PCs might not be able to all that stuff.
well, yeah, but if you have like
So-
a proper PC setup to play the game, you should be fine.
Yeah,
Dude, a proper
can-
modern desktop
See,
PC is
but-
like
but-
3 times stronger than an Xbox One.
Yeah, but then again, some people, not all people, might have that because it depends
Yeah,
on
but
what people.
they can
in
just
that
play
case,
in
they
the
probably
classic
shouldn't
mode.
have
Halo
a
2.
PC.
Yeah, Halo 2 was built on the original Xbox. Original Xbox is basically a toaster compared to 360.
Yeah, but I can imagine. But to me, I think that's the one that might have some issues from the get go and stuff. The other ones I think can be simply done.
I
pretty
think Halo 2
easily.
Anniversary multiplayer is gonna break.
Wait a second.
Yeah,
Isn't Halo
but-
4 just a modded version of Halo Reach's engine?
I think so.
Kinda.
I think so.
Technically.
Halo 4 is like a not as good Halo Reach. Coming from someone who likes Halo 4, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean-
yeah.
I did hear from, I think, a friend of mine. They said that Reach will definitely be the first one to break, since it was never added to PC. To
Yeah,
begin with.
it's new, so yeah, that was going to be my answer.
Wait, hang on. Well,
Halo 3.
so let's say Halo
Well,
4 was
so-
never like added to PC.
They
Well,
were
and-
attempts.
well, I'm saying the first one to break, and it's if they're releasing it in chronological order, Reach will be the first one to break.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So since Reach is going to be released in chronological order, and it was never released on PC, even if they released the first two instead of making it chronological order, if they released the first two, I think the first two would be fine. But since they are releasing it in chronological order, and Reach is going to be the first one to roll out, it will definitely be the first one to break. If not, then it's definitely going to be Halo 4.
Well, I'd say
Halo
this is
4
a
was
good
like-
thing, though, because if they're releasing each one of these games in chronological release order, that's going to be most likely a nice reflection in like some classic machinima content where people are excited to film in Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, and so on.
Oh yeah, exactly. And there's also
Consider
people
that.
that are growing on PC today
Right.
that don't have consoles. They'll actually get to start out going, "Oh, Halo! I've always heard something about this, but I've never."
You know, it'd be
played it."
nice.
And
if
they
they-
will actually be able to play it in chronological order. Reach 1, 2, 3, 4.
So not only is it reaching out to a wider spectrum, but they'll get a more better understanding of the story.
Clans will revive their posts. Will be
I know.
revived. The ones that were around during Reach.
Hopefully, this will provide a pretty decent jump to like the Halo community, like player base wise.
Yeah.
I can see it happening.
It's more so a smart move on Microsoft's end because they already have the content to re-release that everyone is heavily beloved on, compared to having to work on new stuff as well as, you know, selling more hardware that's probably not going to be as good as PCs to begin with anyway. So now that everybody has access to PCs, more likely people are going to be more inclined to find a game, even if they've already played it before, and purchase it again because of the fact is they're going to have it in a more convenient platform.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Plus, I imagine some people wanted to play the remastered versions of Halo C and Halo 2 on the PCs, but never.
Yeah, a ton of people probably sold their original Xboxes and 360s.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
it's a pity, but that's just kind of
It's preference. It's all about preference, really.
Or isn't that just like everything?
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I have a feeling that the ODST ever did get put on PC, what you said about preference, I have a feeling that would be quite good story-wise because obviously in normal Halo games you're playing as Spartan and they're basically seen as like this indestructible super soldier. That's cool and all, but they're basically seen as like, whereas obviously, if you're playing as like an ODST, which is a high-ranking Marine, really, you're not playing as anybody with any like. You're playing as a normal person with normal limits, so it's sort of more down to earth in a way.
I mean, I'd honestly argue that Halo 3 ODST doesn't really do a good job of making you feel like an ODST, because they don't edit like the first person view model, so like the Covenant aliens are taller than you or anything. And yeah, I mean, to me it just didn't really. Like, okay, don't get me wrong, I love the game, but like it didn't really make me feel as like powerless as I should.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt like I felt like a Spartan who had like slightly less armor.
That's true.
Yeah, so
and
maybe
and had health packs, which by ODST's release time, which was in 2009, you didn't have to deal with health packs for a good portion of 6 years.
Yeah.
Until Reach.
How is our feelings on health packs? Just curious.
They were neat. It's a nice callback, especially if you don't like having to go with the modernist style of like regenerative healing.
Yeah, like having to wait.
It's not like the biggest deal to me, so.
I mean, I'll say this. So, like, as somebody who's played a lot of games that relied on health packs, and then obviously went towards the modernist route of playing games where you have a regenerative option, which obviously keeps you in the fight longer. I've gone back to liking health packs, and in the sense of not like in Reach. I think Reach didn't do it properly compared to Halo 1, but with something like PUBG or whatever, or even like Fortnite, if you play these games, you have to rely on survival. You have to be very careful about how much damage you take and how much risk you're willing to put into winning a game. And I think if they do it properly, if they feel like they could do health packs, even just like as an option, because I know that I've built like PUBG game types in Halo Reach, it would be nice if you have the option between choosing something that's heavily reliant on, picking up health and being cautious, or just kind of going out there and then hiding behind a wall for a few seconds to heal.
What about Halo Infinite Battle Royale? How would you guys feel about that?
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
It just has a game mode, not like the whole game itself, but
okay, as long as it doesn't take priority over the rest of the game, I'm honestly Battle Royale has never really been for me personally, so
neither.
Yeah, kind of like how with Red Dead Redemption Online and all that, it does have a quote unquote Battle Royale mode to it, but it doesn't take priority over the game and stuff. It's just one of the modes, and it's actually done pretty uniquely because, of course, while you have everyone else that has like the high tech falling from the sky, parachuting in and stuff. It just puts you in the thing and in the wilderness, and literally you're scared shitless because you have like a bow and arrow and knives.
I can see like an ODSC drop pod like dropping through, but like I'm just worried that that's just gonna bring back the whole microtransactions they fucked up with the reg packs and shit.
Oh god.
Let's just hope, pray. We won't know anything until E3 rolls around for Infinite and stuff. So that's
even then, it's not really set in stone.
Do you think it'll be Chief's last game?
Actually, speaking on that and stuff, I thought it was his last game when I made like a post about it on the forums and stuff, until one of the, I guess, the 343 moderators on there actually stated that it's technically wouldn't be, because they kind of changed the Forerunner trilogy to a saga and all that a few months back.
Well, hang on. So let's actually analyze this. When you think about it logically, right now, Halo, Master Chief, everything about it is the property of Microsoft, and by extension, their developers are through 343. And then still, at the end of the day, it's the executives that make a lot of the big decisions on where the story really goes or how much profit it can really generate. And that's kind of what it is at the end of the day, because when it was Microsoft's baby, they really wanted to go a certain way, hence why Halo 3 was a send-off, although they had to create for the sake of lore and for the sake of expanding what was going to be sold off anyway, to give an out for 343 with the legendary ending. But in the sense that 343 has to pick up off of where Microsoft wants them to continue, they have to obviously continue making as much from this as possible, hence why other game titles continue to still churn out content. You just have to hope that they don't really fuck it up, and they actually stay passionate about it, as opposed to giving it the kind of life that only like a dying thing on life support really has, and then eventually it just becomes a husk.
Yeah.
Halo 4.
Yeah.
Well,
Call
no,
of Duty.
I would
Yeah.
kind of disagree with that statement about Halo 4 because even though, yeah, the multiplayer did indeed suck,
Yes.
the story I felt still had passion and a really good narrative to it. You really had a
When I made that
strong.
comment, I wasn't referring to the campaign. I like the campaign. Don't get me wrong.
Mm. But yes, so going back to what I was saying before, so basically when I made this post, they said that it wasn't going to be a trilogy anymore, that instead it was going to be a saga. So it may not be the last game that we'll see Master Chief in, and to be honest, I would be okay with that. Like that would not be the last game because we had such a severe lack of him in Halo 5 and all that, and I think a lot of people were angry about that. And of course, they did promise that Infinite is going to have a lot. It's going to be more centered on him again. But even so, if the narrative at least does a good job with him in this one and stuff, then maybe it could work if it's his last game. But if they don't do much of a good job, then yeah, they might.
What about Blue Team? I mean, they just kind of just threw them in there.
Well,
I mean, I like Blue Team.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like Blue Team. Honestly, it was fine. It was fine, totally fine that they were thrown in there and stuff. It's just the fact that we didn't get enough of them that was the problem. Like
Because
they've been,
Osiris took half the game.
yeah.
Well, that was their attempt at expanding the Halo universe rather than just making it all about Chief and Chief being the poster child.
Exactly, which honestly is not a bad idea. It that the problem is that the narrative that was done for Osiris was very poorly done. There were hints of potential that they had, but it just didn't really work out as they wanted to. There just wasn't really enough passion given, and there was just really terrible handwriting and stuff.
Well, that begs the question: how much, in the sense of Halo Infinite or any other Halo releases after Halo Infinite, how much Chief do people really want to see? Not just more so of seeing him, but actually, if you compare 343's Chief versus Bungie's Chief, people can argue that 343 have given Chief a lot more personality as opposed to being kind of a soldier. But at the same time, I don't really know how comfortable I feel getting this close to Chief. For me, it was always getting close to him in the lore, in the books. But then when you play the game, it feels as though you aren't him anymore. You aren't the player. It feels as though you're watching someone else's story. And I don't know, because had I gone into it the whole time that way, I'd be used to it. But considering I'm coming from now where I was Chief, coming down to this idea that, I'm just kind of with Chief and I'm watching him interact with everything throughout Halo 4 and 5's campaign, I now feel as though that I don't really belong or I don't identify, so I don't know exactly if the story is proper. It's hard to explain, but that also begs the question, will 343 continue to expand on just the Halo universe that way? It isn't all just about Chief. I think Halo Reach was a good example of that.
Yes, Halo
Reach was a good example, and then I will say both. I will say also both the Halo Wars games are also pretty good examples and stuff. Especially, I have to say, because even though I haven't played it, I actually did watch the whole cutscene story of Halo Wars 2 and stuff. The amount of effort, the amount of effort that was put into that game, like not only for like how it looks, because it looks gorgeous with the blur cinematics and stuff, but the story was stronger than what Halo 5 had in so many ways. It had a villain that was so well written and you can actually care for more than the one that they kill off in the very first mission that was built up since Halo 4.
Well, I mean, Julian Dama was never really... It's a tricky situation because he wasn't in Halo 4's main campaign. He was introduced in Spartan Ops. So if you didn't play Spartan Ops, you have no idea who he is.
Yeah, but even when you like you've read the books and stuff or anything like that, he wasn't really that much in character to me and all that. It's just like, oh yeah, it's this random guy who's just pissed off with humans and the Arbiter, and he just wants to and starting with he started a splinter faction. But then you have Atriox, who is a brute, and that was apparently on the first one to resist the Covenant, and all this time created a rebellion that was untouched throughout the war, which is so interesting. But the fact of how he got there, which is explained in a very well developed cutscene, is actually, it's legitimate. It's something that you could get behind in a way, and you can kind of see. And of course, by the end of Halo Wars 2, slight spoiler for those who haven't played it, he's still around. So yeah, it would be very interesting to see where this character can go.
I mean, they could just bring back. I mean, you know how in the Halo books, Buck is now with his team again, and I mean, that would be really interesting if you could play as an ODST and like just kind of like adapt that story a bit. But like, I wasn't a huge fan of Locke or whatever, but if they could like, yeah, but like if they could somehow like split the sides, because I mean like this is gonna be a huge ass fucking war if you know you got Atrax going on, you got fucking Cortana and all this shit. I mean I don't know how that's all gonna play with all these fucking species.
It's going to be really cool. I think it would be very interesting. But speaking of Locke, for just a brief moment and stuff, because I think the character does have potential. He actually does have a very interesting backstory. And of course, I really enjoyed him in all the series and stuff. Not sure if everyone here has seen it or not.
Nightfall?
Yeah, Halo Nightfall, the live action series Ridley Scott produced. Although I kind of consider Forward Unto Dawn a little bit better, but still. I really was looking forward to being this character, but I was kind of disappointed with how he turned out and stuff. I was also disappointed at the fact that the actor who voiced as him originally, Mike Coulter, didn't come back for the final game, because I was really looking forward to seeing what he could bring to the table and all that. So I hope
performance in Halo 5 was so deadpan. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, because the guy that they got, Ike Imadi, he did a lot of the Call of Duty voices and stuff like that. And not saying that he's a bad actor, I just think his performance was just very flat, maybe based on the script he was given, for sure. Again, which kind of revolves around the bad writing of the game. I would have preferred Mike Coulter over that, because at least he can try to turn some sort of bad dialogue into good dialogue, and he's done that before in some of the other things that he's been in. But I do hope they don't drop the character entirely and stuff, because that's gonna fuck up continuity in so many ways and stuff. Like that's the one thing and stuff that maybe nobody liked him, but if they can find a way to redeem him in some way, kind of like what they did with when people really didn't like Arbiter in Halo 2 and all that and stuff, and they gave him quite some redeeming characteristics that even the haters actually enjoyed.
Was that really even the thing that people didn't like Arbiter?
Yeah.
We just kind of
that was the thing. Yeah, I absolutely loved it. Like, so there were myself that really loved this twist. It's like, oh yeah, you can play as an alien now. That's like seeing the other side of the war. And then there were others that were just, oh, what?
As a kid, I wasn't fully a fan of like playing as the alien, but now, like as I've grown, I've come to appreciate the Arbiter and like him.
I remember specifically it grew so bad that eventually the infamous but also defunct Halo2sucks.com came about.
Well, I know that it was kind of a little controversial, because in Halo 3 they just made Arbiter a side character that can be played as in co-op, so he was always there, which annoyed me, because I felt like as though Arbiter didn't have any personality anymore.
Well, honestly, I felt he was actually the most compared, like when he was introduced, I felt he had the most development of all the characters.
He was referring to Arbiter in Halo 3.
Arbiter Halo 3, but even though he was sidelined a bit in there and stuff, I still felt he had a presence in it in a way and all that, especially that final like in the final few levels where he finally he's the one that gets revenge on the Prophet of Truth and not Chief and stuff.
Yeah, that was a cool touch.
That was really good. Then the fact that he comes to help Chief at the very end inside the High Charity and all that, and then goes with him all the way to the end. All that, and then of course the freaking Warthog drive and stuff with just the two of them, and then that final nod that they give to each other and all that. It's just like,
Oh,
He,
okay.
he
Yeah.
had such a presence there and stuff. Like you could still feel he was a part of the story. Sure, he was
Could
side.
see like his character developing.
Exactly. Yeah, he was still there. He was not completely sidelined like some other characters were in the future, but he was like we still
Cuff.
felt he was there though.
Also, okay, Mega. So this isn't related to the Arbiter discussion. This is kind of like steering it back to Halo Wars 2. So you didn't play Halo Wars 2, right?
No, but I watched the whole story about it, so I know like
Okay, well,
everything.
are you aware that Atriox is barely in that game?
Yes,
He's
I
in
am
the
aware
first
he's-
cutscene. He has his origin cutscene, and he shows up at the end. And he has like 2 like arguments with Captain Cutter in game.
Mhm.
But overall, I'd argue that Halo Wars 2, it's like really devoid of its main villain.
Right.
Yeah,
See,
that
I like
is-
I like
Halo
the main
Wars 2.
hero.
I like Halo Wars 2 better than Halo Wars 1, but still. The
Like,
ending wasn't
for
really
example,
satisfying.
if they were to kill off Chief or just, take a break from his story, they have so much potential with Spartan Jerome. So much.
But
Red
you have to remember that Noble 6 is still on Reach. We have to
God damn it, Chris.
We just gotta
Gosh,
go back and
damn.
save him.
I mean, Grumpy kind of has a point because with the characters they've already established in the new Halo 5 universe, they could fix them and they could expand a lot more on them if they don't really want to focus on Chief. Because the fact is, Halo Reach was a good example of making you care a whole lot about a character you had no idea about or knew nothing about. Because
You were
were
the
playing as
character.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
Yeah.
just one, like a bunch of characters and stuff.
Just
like
the
a
way
whole
they
team, like,
programmed the
yeah.
game.
Same thing with
just-
ODST.
Oh,
it's literally the Halo. Let's be
You're
honest.
cutting out, man.
Man. Is
So
it good now?
actually,
Yeah.
to segue from Halo, actually, let's do the Halo game trivia.
You mean you just literally say we're gonna get away from
No, I said
Let's get away
segue.
from Halo into more Halo.
No, segue
Okay.
into Halo. Like
Segue.
Irony.
It was in the fine print. Didn't you read it?
All right. So basically, we're gonna do a little video game trivia of Halo. It's just kind of like general.
Everybody turn off your monitors.
I
We
spent-
don't want you searching this shit.
No one's.
I'm not searching. What are you talking about?
That would kind of ruin the whole fun. But basically, what we're gonna do, I looked for some quizzes for the last I searched for some quizzes, and I looked through some real quick quizzes, and they actually have some difficult questions on this one, so I decided to stick with this one. And I made sure that I actually got the answers, so that way, if I didn't personally know them, I didn't give you a point or not a point if you answered correctly. So I'm going to ask a specific person what their answer is going to be. I'm going to, of course, read it out loud, so that way you will be able to choose.
Are these multiple choice?
These are all multiple choice, yes.
Then you can just have us type or answer in chat.
Yeah.
Do we win a Goard action figure?
Well, the thing is, I probably didn't want to do that for the sake of like if your mic is really close to your keyboard, then all you would hear is just clack.
Yeah.
I guess.
I
And
mean,
then once we
I
do,
don't-
sorry.
But anyway, let's. What were you gonna say, Mega?
Oh, I was gonna say I have a topic for after we do this
Sure.
and stuff. So,
Absolutely.
but after this. So.
All right.
So do we win your series?
All right. Here, the first question: who is the best Spartan sniper? Fred, John, Linda, Kelly, Sam, or Kurt?
Did you forget June or did you say June?
No, it's not.
Lore
he didn't
wise,
say June.
he might not be the best sniper, man.
Okay.
So actually, everyone just type in their answers, so that way I can actually see the names.
Grumpy, you son of
I know this for a fact because there were some books on it. They were
And
pretty
no,
good.
and remember, no spamming or anything, like no adding to your answer, so that way I can actually keep track.
Yeah, of course.
Linda was
1,
really
2,
badass
3,
in the
4,
novels.
5,
Oh my
6.
god.
Oh fuck yes! If they could just have like a spin-off series on her, that'd be so fucking good.
I mean, they gave her a spin-off comic book series. Like, it's just her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
isn't
but-
that the one that's ongoing right now?
Yeah, I think they're about to have their last issue soon.
Mm.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
Thank you, my boy.
What if they make like games based off the comic book series? Because like we never really.
As
knew
long
what
as they're
happened.
not written by Brian Reed, that's okay.
We don't have to worry about that anymore.
Games are hard to make.
All right. And got all the questions here. Everyone got it right except for Grumpy.
Oh,
I feel
wow.
like he did that one on purpose. Let's be
No, I
real.
did
But no, it was
my
Linda.
reasoning.
Yeah.
My reasoning is I picked John is because I play as John and I am the best sniper ever in the
Shut the
community,
fuck
so-
up.
Off. All right, second question. Who
I'm so small, a bit
spearheaded
conceited.
the Spartan 3 program? Colonel James Ackerson, John, Dr. Halsey, Kelly, Kurt, or Sam?
Is this the original Spartan program?
No, Spartan 3.
Spartan 3.
Spartan 3. Yeah.
If you aren't like lore, so this is like clearly a lore type quiz.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lore.
Wait, which? Oh fuck! I forgot. I forgot it's the wrong one.
Can't change your answer.
Yeah, you can't change your answer.
Grumpy, edit the message.
Grumpy's
yeah,
just
I
not
can-
fit for Halo anymore. Oh no.
No cheating, guys. Remember.
Start making Call of Duty machinimas.
Sucks because I
Oh,
read
God.
the encyclopedia religiously.
Halo Mythos.
I'm talking about the.
Is this the bystander effect? Is everybody going with the answer that's mostly chosen?
No.
That's
The only
pretty much it, 'cause I don't know.
So far, for everyone in the podcast, if you guys are listening, so Justin went with Kurt, Mega went with Kurt, Elite went with Ackerson, Lawman went
Lawson.
with Kurt,
I'm just kidding.
Treyaz went with Kurt, Vimto went with Kurt, and
I went Halsey.
You went Halsey. Okay, you made that super fucking super
Yeah,
confusing.
Well, he likes to write paragraphs.
All
Don't
right,
be mean to him.
That's a
so,
sentence.
In that case,
Oh,
Mega,
yes.
Justin, Lawman, and Trey and Vimto won this round.
Yeah. The only reason I actually knew that was because I read a recent script for a series that I'm in that actually involves
referenced
Kurt.
it?
So they literally referenced like, oh yeah, he was Kurt talking to Spartan 3s and stuff. So it was like, oh yeah, that I knew that.
Oh, I don't know
Alright,
how I feel
so
about that. Putting
third-
like actual Halo characters into machinimas is kind of weird.
Well, it's a
Master
very
Chief, will you be my fanboy hero?
it's
God.
very like yeah.
Noble
Kurt's
6 was
involvement-
my dad!
it was just like an Easter egg thing, not really
I
like.
swear to God, I knew one kid who literally just was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna make a series that Noble 6 was my dad." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
All right. Third question. Who is Spartan 043? Kurt, Linda, William, John, Nicole, or Grace?
See, I don't know, so there's my
Justin's
guess.
gonna say Nicole.
Oh, 043. Why does that sound familiar?
A star.
Wait, say the answers again.
Kurt,
Yes, sir.
Linda, William, John, Nicole, or Grace? A star went with Linda. Vimto is going to go.
I think Linda's 050.
One more time. One more time.
So we have two.
Six.
So we have two on Nicole, one on Linda.
What is it? One more time. Just one more time.
Okay. Kurt, Linda, William, John, Nicole, or Grace. Lawman's going with
Isn't-
Nicole. Mega's going
Also,
with
isn't
Nicole.
Nicole the Spartan who appeared in that Dead or Alive game?
Grumpy's
Okay,
going
so
with
Fred
William.
is 104, John is 117, and then like, what is Kelly and Linda?
No idea.
Hmm.
Okay. Well,
My Xbox, the side of my Xbox tells me their tags.
oh.
Wait, are you
Oh,
fucking
no,
cheating?
It's only for blue team.
but still, that's
Don't fucking
I-
cheat. It's
I
not
got my
fun
Halo
if you
5
cheat.
limited edition Spartan cards next to.
Let me go pull out my.
Time
I
to
have
edit
the-
my answer.
I have the lock Xbox.
What
God.
the
God.
Let's not cheat. All right, Trey. I
follow-
think you have.
follow
I think
my
you have your
rules,
answer. We're
sir.
waiting on yours.
No. I'll just go with
Nicole.
Nicole.
He has the hots for Nicole.
Probably Nicole.
All right. Actually, GrumpyElite was the only one that won that one. It was William.
What?
Holy shit!
What? Oh my god, that was literally.
What a coincidence, Chris!
I was thinking William at first because I kind of like remember in the back of my head.
Quit your complaining.
That was kind of funny because the first one and the second one, GrumpyElite was the only one that didn't answer right.
I think he did that on purpose.
Probably.
He was
But
plotting
anyway,
this.
Number 4.
I just guessed.
Who is the fastest Spartan? John, Linda, Kelly, William, Sam, or Kurt? So Justin.
Oh my God.
This one,
Kelly.
I actually know this one.
Yeah, this one's easy.
Hold on. Okay.
This
hold
one's
on.
easy.
Okay. So Justin's answering with Kelly. A-Star's answering with John. Vimto's answering with Kelly.
Kills boob.
Trey is answering with Kelly. GrumpyElite's going with Kelly.
Ignore Lawman.
It's a legitimate answer.
Lawman kills boobs.
Up
Alright,
into
so did everyone
Space Metal
answer? So
Gear.
that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so Kelly. God damn. A-Star, you are a fucking loser. Everyone else won.
No, John is the best at everything. Fuck you.
A-Star doesn't play enough Halo. He actually has a life.
All right, so
What's that?
until I'm done with all of the answers, then you guys can answer. So that way I can look back up and read the answers.
Okay.
So number 5, what is the? I've never even heard of this. What is even? Damn it! What is the uneven elephant? A large combat vehicle in Halo 3, a marine name for hunters, the unyielding hierophant, a makeshift grunt scarab, a flood-infected elephant, or an inside Spartan joke.
Well, I just leveled up, so it's probably.
Wow, those are all
Alright,
long
so
answers.
Lawman went with large combat vehicle. in
Wait, hold on.
Halo
Repeat
3.
that again?
Yeah, I'm very.
I would just say something in for Halo 3. I'd just type the name
Hold
again.
up. I think I know what this is. Just say it again.
Hold on 1 second.
I need to make 100% sure.
See, this is where it would actually help to categorize them as A, B, C, D, E.
Yeah.
Now the question is, Matt, we're gonna ask you a Halo question.
Well, 1 second. Let me actually do A, B, C, D, and then I'll do that. What is the uneven elephant? Everyone restart their answers.
Oh, okay. So let me.
Yeah, just go ahead and remove your answers.
There we go.
Halo 3.
Where are the answers, though? I don't know.
I'm gonna give you the. Well, I'm just saying, remove your answers.
Guys, stop.
I haven't even answered yet.
All right. What is the uneven elephant? A large combat vehicle in Halo 3. B, a marine name for hunters. C, the unyielding hierophant. D, a makeshift grunt scarab. E, a flood-infected elephant. Or F, an inside Spartan joke.
B was the name for the hunter by Marines.
Wait, D was the scarab, right?
Yes.
Okay.
CDBAD.
A for autism.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. GrumpyElite was the only winner of that one. It was the unyielding
damn it.
hierophant.
First strike for the win.
What even is a hierophant?
Of course,
It's from the First Strike novel. It's the battle station that they fuck up in near the end of the First Strike novel. I remember that.
Isn't that
because that's my
actually-
old.
Isn't that what's actually happening for the award ceremony in Halo 2?
Yeah. No, that's before.
Fuck, I don't.
A couple of weeks before that.
All right, so number 6. What was the Spartan playground? A large construct with a bell on top. B, a live fire obstacle course with a bell at the end. C, a captured Covenant ship. D, an underground training facility. E, a flood-infected city. Or F, a playground.
You're gonna hate me. I gotta hear that again.
Yeah, repeat that question.
Okay, is the only person that answered so far is just Justin?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was the Spartan playground? A large construct with a bell on top. B, a live fire obstacle course with a bell at the end. C, a captured Covenant ship. D, an underground training facility. E, a flood-infected city. Or F, a playground.
I think this was in. I don't know.
This had to
could
have been in the novels.
It wasn't. It
definitely
wasn't
was.
a
This is
novel.
clearly
I
like a.
don't.
Like
It's
a
from
lore
Fall
I don't
of
know
Reach,
who-
easy.
Yeah, I don't know if they describe it as either B or D in the novels. That's my.
Yeah, that's
I'm
the
gonna
thing.
I'm gonna stick with mine. I'm pretty sure it's ingrained in my memory.
Okay, so Lawman, why did you answer twice? You just completely fucked me
B.
up.
God damn it,
Okay.
man.
Has everyone answered? Justin,
Yes.
Trey. Okay. Everyone is wrong. It was A, a large construct with a bell on top.
God fucking damn
What
it.
the fuck is that?
It was the shit Master Chief climbed up as a child.
Yeah, it's.
I have a very, very, very constructive message to send you right now.
That
no.
question can go die.
All
Lawman,
right.
you can't give criticism in the machinima
This one, I
community.
feel like everyone has to.
Okay.
Bass? Base?
Slap of the
All right,
base.
number 7. This one I feel like everyone has to answer right. Don't answer
Break
until
the
all the
ass.
questions or all the answers are given out.
Ah,
Number 7.
fuck.
Who composed the Halo soundtrack? Alan
How
Parker.
do I spell his
Martin
name?
O'Donnell.
But which soundtrack though?
The classic.
There's
game.
like
The
multiple.
classic,
Okay.
yes. Who composed the Halo soundtrack? Alan Parker, Martin O'Donnell, Frank Kopacki, Robert Drazen, Ravindran, or William Scheller?
Wow, Mega.
You got one job. But no, which of the two?
Martin.
Martin, you fucking
Martha, aka Marty. B.
Martha!
Why did you say that
Save!
Why did you say the name?
Okay, so
No.
okay,
Why?
so let me get my answers. Okay, so Lawman answered. That's 2, 3, 4, 5.
Fucking Chris.
I mean, he did.
6.
Not a very good
7,
one.
oh, wait. Oh, God damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Technically, Grumpy's right on double points, but I mean, there's no double point
Oh,
round
yeah.
here.
That's for current
Oh.
Halo,
He's not
right?
getting
Oh,
double
for
points. He's not
fuck's
getting,
sake.
he's not
They
getting double
both
points.
work.
He's not getting double
They
points.
both-
I'm appreciating the fact that he actually remembered the second composer, but everyone else here is right.
Yay!
Yeah, boy.
All right.
Started working with Marty A-Star.
Yeah, he went
Don't
as
know you're
Marty
fucking
for a
composing.
while. Yeah. All right. Number 8.
Alrighty.
That's weird.
What is the Ark? A. A human effort to maintain its existence. B. A foreign construct for defense. C. A Covenant refit and refuel station. D. A flood-infected planet. E. A planet of flooded Covenant coexistence. Or F. A foreigner chiropod.
What is a chiropod?
Yeah, no idea.
Or cryopod.
Okay, there we go. Was the last one F or D or E? What
Last
is
one
it?
was F.
Remember, guys, it's in the name.
Okay, so
See, this one could be either because
Grumpy's going with a cryopod.
No, it's all about the name.
Mega's going with a foreigner construct. Justin's going with a foreigner construct. Lawman's going with a foreigner construct.
If Halo Legends taught me anything, it has to be this.
You
I just
actually
read the
learned
Bible.
something. Congrats.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, yeah, everything in Halo is an analogy for religious stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
So has everyone answered? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is actually a foreigner construct for defense. It's B.
That is
Fuck you!
What?
Wait, well, okay. The Ark is what created the Halo ring. So
Yeah, and it was
Everybody calm down.
But it could also have been a cryo thing because that's how the Forerunners reset.
Chris, no,
But
yeah.
it wasn't.
Shut up, you fucking follower.
It's literally Noah's Ark.
We've not played Halo 3 in so long. I
Well,
think
the
that...
thing
Okay,
is about
here's
the
the thing. Yes, by technicality, in regards to the maps and the campaign, that's where you go, and that's what it is. However, at the same time, an Ark, especially according to Halo Legends, is where they store all the life they want to preserve before they kill out the flood.
That is true.
It
that's
is
how
true,
it
but that was like it was, but it's saying a foreigner cryopod, which it makes it sound like it's only for
tiny
foreigners.
cryopod.
This is a question where both of these answers are right.
It's both of the answers are right.
We're just down to technicality.
By
This
technicality,
question is
because it
botched.
just says cryopod, and it also says that it's
come
just
on,
a
man.
Mega,
foreigner
you're
cryopod.
super genius. Fucking analyze this shit.
It's it's not a cryopod. It makes it sound like it's only for foreigners. It was also for all living life.
Yeah.
Fucking foreigners.
God damn.
All right.
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
Born stellar.
All right. Number 9. What is the Cole Protocol? A security
That's
protocol on Covenant ships. B, a foreigner description of ascendancy. C, a human protocol to protect Earth. D, a security protocol involving the maintenance of Mjolnir. D, wait, no, that was D. C, E, a human settlement. F, code word
shut up
for
now.
elite strike.
Yeah, Matt, just like look at the chat.
I'm looking. Fuck off.
Matt, which one do you think it is? Oh wait, never mind. You have the answers.
I already have the answers, you dip. 1,
Dip.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're waiting on one more answer.
Are we? Pretty sure
we're
everyone
waiting
answered.
on one more.
Yeah, we're waiting on Matt.
No, not me. 1.
We get a fucking question
Oh, wait,
your
no,
knowledge
now
of
I got it.
Halo.
No, never mind.
Boyo.
It just went through. All right,
Chris,
so
get the questions
everyone's
ready.
going with C.
And we are right. If it's not right, I'm
you
writing.
are all right.
Jesus.
I was waiting for him to say you were all wrong.
All right, so far, just like a little catch up. A Star has 3 points. Mega has 5. Grumpy has 5. Trey has 5. Lawman has 6. Justin has
what?
6.
What?
and
What?
Vimto has 5.
Damn.
All
So
All right, Justin.
Get on my
Mr.
level.
Clone now, you fucker.
You're the lowest one
Lawman,
here,
I'm at the
A-Star.
top. Lawman, I'm at the top of the list. I'm going to win.
All right, here we go. Number
Oh, because
10.
of alphabetical order. Okay, fuck you.
Yep.
Number
All right.
I
Number
rigged the
10.
Number
system.
10.
How many flood forms are there? One, A,
fuck.
1,
Fuck.
B, 2, C, 3 or 4, D, 4 or 6, E, 4 through 9, or F, 13.
Now, hang on.
By the way, guys,
Okay,
that was
wait a
really
second.
confusing to fucking
Wait a second.
read. That was really fucking difficult
Which
to
one?
read. due to the
Clarification.
fact that
Which
it
one
was-
said there was 5?
There was 4 through
Clarification.
6, which was
Clarification.
D.
According to the game or according to the lore?
Yeah, I do have a clarification question I want to ask. Does this include the Halo Wars 2 flood forms that get
No,
introduced?
Oh,
this is
God.
clearly about like the classic.
This is clearly about the books.
The
Well,
The
but-
original
Oh,
books.
for
Christ.
fuck's
I
sake.
mean, but the
no.
Forerunner
I've
trilogy,
never
but the
read The
Forerunner
Flood.
trilogy also introduced a shit ton of. About
But
the
no,
Flood.
like I'm talking like the games and the books. It's like it's the original Bungie game.
What was D again?
D was 4 through 6.
Because Halo 3 introduced a lot more flood forms.
I want to say D because I remember something they shine a little bit more light on the precursors, and then they also shine more light on
Okay,
the
So really quick, sorry, what was option E and F?
E and F were 4 through 9 or 13.
There's no way there's 13 flood forms in the games or books. Fuck.
Well, it's also
What was
including
E?
the games
What
and
was
the books.
E?
E
4
was
through 9.
Well, here's the
By
thing.
the way, guys, it was really fucking difficult to read that due to the fact that I was going in alphabetical order, and then I have like a fucking answers that are all in numerical order.
Oh,
Oh, good for fucking you foreigner.
All right, so did
Mantle
every,
of responsibility, my
so
ass.
we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're waiting on Trey's answer.
Triazzy. The fuck was
And-
that?
he leveled
Fashionably late.
All right, and here is the answer. All of you are wrong. It's 13.
Son of a
Oh,
bitch!
for fuck's sake!
How? What?
That's what I
It was
should have
close.
gone with. I should have gone with
Chris,
my gut.
Chris, get the fucking questions ready. We need a fucking test, Matt.
Guess are we doing a second round or something? All right.
We're just gonna test you,
Okay, fine. I'm fine with that.
and then after that, we should test our knowledge on the Gourd series.
Oh god.
Everyone's gonna fucking fail.
Yeah, we're all gonna have a bunch of trick questions for about Gourd version
Screw
1.
you. I have watched the first original series, both season 1 and 2, religiously, so I know
Actually,
the
that's not
entire.
original version.
I watched the Gen 2.
So Chris says.
Well, it was a shitty version of Colonel Gourd, and I actually finally made it to where I wanted it to be. So
I watched both Gen 2 and Gen 3 Gourd.
Okay.
There's
Gen 3 is
generations
obviously
of
better.
Gourd.
Anyway,
What if I told you Gourd was a clone?
Waiting for Gen 4.
Hey,
I'm
I'm the
not
only
doing
one
Gen
of all
4 again.
the conspiracy
Alright.
here, Lawman.
Number 11. Who said
Number 15.
Yeah, because you rigged the system. That's your conspiracy.
the system? All right.
Is it really rigged
number
the system
11.
if I'm telling the truth?
Who said, "Do you think me defeated"? A. The
What?
Prophet of Truth.
What? Hold on. English what?
No,
Wait,
it was
repeat
English.
that.
Yeah, it was English.
Wait, repeat that again, please.
Who said, "Did you think me defeated"? A. The Prophet of Truth. B. The Prophet of Regret. C. The Grave Mind. D. The Arbiter. E. Master Chief, or F. Miranda Keys.
What was the quote again?
Do you think me defeated?
If you don't know this, you're
Okay.
a fucking idiot.
Okay, read the answers one
You
more
would have
time.
to play Halo 3
Yeah,
then.
The
no.
Prophet of
Answers.
Truth, the Prophet of Regret, the Grave Mind, the Arbiter, Master Chief, Miranda Keys.
Casting Call Club.
See, here's the thing. Like, I don't know. I wonder if the Arbiter ever had broken English at one point.
No.
No.
Here's the thing, A-Star. Think about the only thing that doesn't work.
Yes, I know. Because he repeats his words and he talks in like rhymes and fucking riddles.
So everyone so Lawman answered C, Justin answered C, Mega answered C, Vimto answered C, GrumpyElite answered C, A-Star answered C, and Trey
You forgot
answered
Trey.
B.
Trey's the only
I
one
know.
different.
No, I don't. Well, Trey answered B. So, 1 second.
You think me defeated.
Everyone was right except for Trey.
Not a bad impression.
Hey, what the fuck?
Wait, what is it?
It
know
was the
that.
Grave Mind.
Okay, good. Ooh, about to say.
Trey. What is wrong
All right,
with us?
here's,
We haven't
it's
played
getting
Halo
down to
3.
it's getting down to a little bit easier. What are number 12? What are the Ungoi? A.
My slaves.
A. Jackals. B. Hunters. C. Grunts. D. Flood infection forms. E. Elites. F. Prophets.
Grumpy gave me the fucking grunt fetish I now
All right,
have.
so I got fucking
Hell yeah.
confused here.
Just disqualify me.
Wait,
Fuck
no, wait,
sakes,
yeah, wait, yeah.
Lawman.
Please disqualify Lawman. I'm
wait,
gonna
who
win
answered first? Can someone?
I did.
You answered first. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna go based off of
Twice.
No, that the last one was from my other one.
Oh wait, never mind. Okay.
Ron from Halo follower. Fucking like that. All right, so A-Star answered with C. Justin answered
Gaming
with
versus
C.
evil.
Scrumpy answered with C.
What if I told you gaming
Mom
versus
answered with
evil was
C.
actually good?
Trey answered
What, with
with
the fucking
C.
dinosaur aliens?
Mega answered with C.
Kids like
and
dinos.
Rico answered with C. Everyone is correct. It is grunts.
Speaking of
Surprising no one.
Ear nipple.
No.
Oh, for fuck's
Oh,
sake.
for
no.
fuck's sakes.
No.
Grumpy, I didn't want to get hard in this fucking podcast.
All right.
Oh shit!
What did
What?
you do?
Fucking knocked over my can. Hold on. God fucking damn it.
Oh god. Mandatory error.
Chris, you
Oh.
fucking
Gotcha.
fag. You spilled my drink.
mission accomplished.
Oh!
All right. Come on, Lawson. Come on. get back here so I can get to my
Fucking
trivia.
spilled it on my
Mentally
printer. Hold
torturous.
on.
Lawman!
Oh.
Y'all come here often?
Yes.
Quite
Been
frequently,
here
actually.
twice. So.
Every Saturday.
That you first.
Remember, be sure to give your answers after I've read everything, so I can keep an eye on the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been doing that.
Paper towel, thank God.
Lawman's cleanliness is going to be part of the podcast.
I was about to make a really rude joke then. I was about to say, look, I get that the podcast can be fun, but there's fun and then there's needing towels. Okay.
You're banned.
The grunt video made me too wet.
After watching that, I'm gonna need some.
All right, number 13.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
What is the covenant
13,
name
Burger
for...
King foot lettuce.
I already made that joke. Fuck you. Go on.
Number 13. What is the covenant name for the brutes? A. Kigyar. B. Ungoy. C. Jorohanai. D. Sanghili.
You can't fuck with me.
E. Tartarus. Or D. F. Ratasvadam.
Justin, you're going fucking down.
Nah, fight me, mate.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And everyone gets a point.
You see, he's just vary in size.
Why the Ungoy?
All right.
Boy.
Okay.
Ungay.
Number 14. What is Bungie's favorite number? I'm not even going to give you multiple choice.
You don't know this. You don't play Halo.
If you don't know this, you're fucking out.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Everyone is correct. Everyone gets a
Fuck off.
6.
What's 343's number? Oh, I know. 4 years, because it took them 4 years to fucking fix MCC. 343. Yada yada.
All right. Number 15. When does
Burger
a Spartan
King foot lettuce.
When does a Spartan wash out? Number
I know this.
A, when it dies. B, when it fails the Spartan playground. C, when it fails the augmentation. D, when it goes MIA. E, when it when it is captured. Or F, never.
Not capital C, but lowercase c.
1, 2,
Because I'm edgy.
5.
What was F?
F was never.
Mega, come on, Mega.
When
Pick
they
C.
fall in love.
There you go.
Yeah, I just had to hear everything first.
Chris, we don't care about your mating season.
So
And there is one Spartan who I don't know who it was, but one Spartan who eventually got married and pregnant.
Maria.
Well, hold on a second.
Yeah, but chocolate ice cream though.
Did the child survive?
I think
They don't they
it
just
said
show
in the encyclopedia that
They
she
had
has
fucking.
a job.
Aren't the Spartans on steroids or some stupid?
All right.
they're like physically.
She has a
augmented
very
with,
firm vagina.
Chris, thank you for sharing that information.
Everyone got a point.
Ooh. Wait, who's in the? Wait, who's like at the top?
Oh, I won't say now because we're almost done with the quiz.
Because Justin really wants to win.
I want everyone to be surprised by the end. So, and we're almost done.
If you win, you're the Goard faggot.
God, I wish I got that
Look,
one right.
Look, I will hold that title with pride.
All right. Number 16. Who headed the Spartan 2 program?
God, fuck.
Oh, for fuck's sake, are you serious?
Wait, what?
Who headed the Spartan 2 program?
You don't even need to do anything.
Halsat, whoops.
No,
I'm going for double or nothing this time.
Hold on a second.
No.
Hey, A-Star didn't spell it right either.
Fuck you.
Hazley.
No,
It's-
it
oh,
counts.
okay, then they both do.
counts.
Wait, it does? Oh, that's bullshit.
Vimto gets the most points. They put the first name.
Catherine Halsey.
Remember when everyone thought like Halsey was George's mother?
I was
It
very
was the way he,
convinced for a
it
time.
was the way he pronounced
Said it. His accent.
The way you could say she sort of is.
Well, yeah.
That's my answer.
Oh, wasn't she like an old bitch in that time during the Halo Legends
Yeah.
thing?
She
But, like,
looks super young in that short.
She looks like she's 17.
Everyone got a
Anime.
point. Number 17.
Oh
Remember,
god.
don't answer until I read all of the answers.
Okay, definitely.
Number 17. What is the Halo?
Watch it. Just fucking watch it.
I'm not watching it. We're in the middle of a fucking trivia
We're in the
game.
middle of
we
trivia.
can't do that right now. Hold on.
I want to sit and suck on her tit.
All right, go on.
Number 17. What is the Halo 2 name for the map that was remade into Last Resort? A. Sidewinder. B. Zanzibar. C. Lockout. D. Chill Out. E. Cold Storage. Or F. Guardian.
One more time.
One more time, please.
Sidewinder,
You should know
Zanzibar,
this.
Lockout, Chill Out,
No. The question, everything.
everything. Jesus.
B.
Hold on. Has everyone else answered? 1, 2, 3,
No.
4, 5, 6. Well, you're the missing one.
He's
What
the
is-
missing link.
What is the Halo 2 name for the map that was remade into Last Resort? A.
Oh.
Sidewinder. B. Zanzibar. C. Lockout. Fuck it, everything.
Mario.
All right.
Who are you?
I thought you died in Zanzibar.
Everyone got a motherfucking
It was
point.
Operation Blue Shell.
Number 18.
Oh my god.
Infection is A. A remake of Halo CE Zombies.
Mm.
B. Not in Halo 2. C. A
Not-
FFA playlist.
That's false. It was a mod, right?
Well, hold on.
Halo
Let's finish the answers here.
Well,
Okay.
it was a custom game in Halo 2.
A remake of Halo CE's Zombies. B. Not in Halo 2. C. A free-for-all playlist. D. A ranked Halo 3 playlist. E. Not related to Halo 3. Or F. The third level in Halo CE.
What? What the fuck? Okay, hold on.
It's true reconciliation.
Wait, ask the question again.
Ask the question again.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, what is the question?
Infection
Ask
is...
the question.
It's a continuation.
What?
The question is the answer.
It-
Infection is ...
Blank. Yeah, infection is
And what are
blank.
the answers?
Oh, so was this a community fucking opinion?
No, it's not a community opinion. It's going based off of the answers
Yeah,
that you
I
have.
think they're going by like official
Yeah, read them again.
A remake of Halo CE Zombies. B, not in Halo 2. C, a free-for-all playlist. D, a ranked Halo 3 playlist. E, not related to Halo 3. F, the third level in Halo CE.
I don't think CE is what started it though.
No.
It was in during the
So wait,
PC
1,
board they
2,
had it.
Oh,
3,
okay.
4, 5, 6.
I'm
There's
thinking real hard
more,
here.
One more. It's you, A-Star.
Yeah, I know. I'm
'Cause-
thinking
'cause
real hard
they
about
had it in
this.
Halo 2. It was just a very complicated game.
Well,
So you're
the thing
saying
is-
it wasn't really a thing in Halo 2, but it predated in Halo 1.
Yeah,
Did Halo 1 have like a pre-alpha beta or something like that?
it had
Every
the
game did.
1990
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
it had
Okay,
the
Did any of you guys
1999.
play that?
Fuck it.
Well, the thing is that like, Grumpy, how sure are you that Halo CE actually had an infection game type?
Give me the first
Not a
three
mod,
again.
Not a mod, because none of these.
Give me the
answers-
first three.
Or a custom
No.
game, right?
It's
re-
not a mod. It's a custom game. It had in Halo CE.
Okay, so the first one
It
was
really
Halo
it was really
CE.
popular,
Second one was not in Halo 2.
but it wasn't
third
Halo
one
2.
was-
That's the thing.
fuck.
It's number
The
B
third
is
one was
false.
a.
It
The
was
third one was a free-for-all playlist. 4 was a ranked Halo 3 playlist. 5 was not related to Halo 3, and 6 was the.
You said A was a free for all playlist. That's it.
No, that was C.
Then
Hey, it's based off of something in Halo 1.
My answer is Halo 3 playlist. I changed it. Fuck.
what was
Because you're a
C?
fucking weeb.
C was a
Yes,
free-for-all
that
playlist.
justifies all my actions.
What was B then?
B was not in Halo 2.
That's so vague. What the fuck?
Well, it's going based off of the answers that are already written down.
Okay.
So.
Fucking imposter.
Just fuck it. I feel like I just should skip this question.
Yes, please.
Please.
If anyone wants
Unless I
to
got it
know,
right.
if anyone wants to know for the sake of the podcast, it was B, not in Halo 2. Based off.
Are
of
you
the
That-
fucking kidding
What?
me?
That is a lie.
I was thinking like maybe that might work, but what the fuck?
shit. Because it
Apparently,
was.
based off of the
Okay,
answers
man.
that were apparently based off of the answers that were written here, it was never a ranked Halo 3 playlist. It was a social one. The third level in Halo CE, which was Truth and Reconciliation, not related to Halo 3. It was never a Halo 3 thing until someone made it. And a free-for-all playlist, it never became a thing until someone made it. And it was never in Halo 2. And I think Halo CE's Zombies is what Grumpy was relating it to back on PC, but PC doesn't count because it wasn't actually made from Bungie.
Well, that's the reason why it technically wasn't Halo 2, because it was technically present in Halo 1, but only in the PC. But that's what I was thinking, is like, why would this off-ball question of not in Halo 2 be an answer?
I don't know.
In Halo 2, it's not an official game type. It was a popular custom game.
Yeah, I remember like playing that.
Oh, can you remove my body actor role? I don't body act.
I don't either, but I'm not gonna bother you about it because I'm nice.
Yeah, just leave the server and join back again. That's what I did.
Jesus. All right. Number 19. We're only down to 2 more questions. Number 9. No one gets a point for that one because that was just a bullshit.
Yeah. That was bullshit.
Number 19. On Halo 3 level Halo, there is a talking grunt, a mongoose, 5 ghosts, 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, or all 3.
Oh wait, fuck.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat those last ones? What?
Okay.
What?
Yeah. Let me repeat this entire thing. Hold on.
Hold on, I might have to change my answer. Fuck.
Fuck off. Don't.
On Halo 3 level Halo, there is a talking grunt, B, a mongoose, C, 5 ghosts, D, 1 and 2 only, E, 2 and 3 only, which is basically B and C, or all 3, F.
This needs to be fucking written down, because now I know it's one of those 2 at the bottom.
I already answered.
Wait, how?
Okay. Hold on, Matt. Can you read the last like collaborative ones as the actual like grunt and blank or whatever?
Yeah. D is a talking grunt and a mongoose only, or E, a mongoose and 5 ghosts only, or all 3, which is a talking grunt, a mongoose, and 5 ghosts.
Well, fuck. I already answered. Fuck me.
All right. Who is officially answered?
Fuck it. No. Fuck F.
Wait, A-Star, you answered earlier. You did.
I did, but
You guys are confusing me because I can't. You guys have answered before I even finished, and it's
Okay,
confusing the shit out of
okay.
me.
Look after my answer A from up there, and then everything else is after.
So Lawman is the first one.
Yes.
Okay, Lawman answers
Fuck
A.
you, Big Weeb. I saw what you did.
Vimto, Imposter. Okay.
Okay, Big Weeb also answered A, just for the record.
No, what are you talking about?
Well,
Justin, you fucker.
actually,
Not there.
you're all wrong. It's D, 1 and 2 only.
God damn it!
Suck my dinosaur dick.
Fucking God.
It was a 1 and 2 only. It was a talking grunt and a mongoose.
But they're ghosts.
Come on, Justin.
But
You
not
gotta
5
fucking-
ghosts.
Not okay.
But
Hey,
not
look,
5
Lawman,
ghosts.
you got it wrong too.
5.
You want to talk about it?
You want to take this outside?
All right.
Come on, D Gamer. Show me what you got.
Final
Hey,
question,
fucker.
number 20.
You haven't messed
The
with
most-
these boots before.
The most popular custom game on Halo 3 is A, Slayer. No one answer until I'm fucking done. A is Slayer. B is Capture the Flag. C is Infection. D is Assault. E is VIP. Or F is Juggernaut.
How are none of them Griffball?
Yeah, I was thinking it was Griffball.
Can you repeat Can you repeat the answers one more time?
Slayer, CTF, or Capture the Flag, Infection, Assault, VIP, Juggernaut.
Is Juggernaut really that popular? You know, I don't know. I'm split between Slayer and Infection.
I've never even played Juggernaut.
Yeah, same.
All right, who's answered
Wait,
first? Who answered first?
Okay, I'm gonna answer
It
Infection.
was,
Trey
uh,
answered first, I think.
Okay. Trey answered with F.
Matt, which one's
Grumpy
which
F.
one's Infection?
I want
Infection is C.
I don't know.
All right. 1 second.
Personally, Halo 2's Infection was probably
All right. A-Star and Justin were the winners of that one.
Fuck yeah!
It was
Wait, what?
Listen, why is Juggernaut such a popular thing for you guys?
What the fuck even is Juggernaut?
It's
You
because
kill the strongest guy and you become the next strongest guy.
it's because for some reason Halo 3's infection was just it was just missing something. I don't know. It just didn't really
Sprint.
What
So
happened?
let me look at all the answers. A-Star, you have 11 points.
Holy fucking ass.
Mega, you
What, that was
have
a timed
12.
answer?
It's okay, I didn't win.
Mega, you
That
have
was
12.
timed?
Grumpy,
Oh,
you have 12.
Oh,
Trey, you have 10.
Oh god.
Lawson, you have 12. Justin, you have 14.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And Vimto had 12. Justin is...
oh my god, Justin win!
Justin's the Goard faggot!
Alright, so what do I have to change my nickname to? Hold.
Justin.D. Goard.
Okay, fine.
JustinD.G. Goard.
Wow.
How did you actually go through with that?
Let's see something really quick.
I'm still pissed about the arc.
You know what?
I'm pissed about the flood forms.
I think anything that this game has taught us is that we need to play Halo 3 again.
Yeah, we need to like totally ignore college and just play Halo 3 straight for all day. It's like this is for research. Okay, fuck
Alright,
you.
So,
Okay, since we finished this...
There's my homework, Mum. What are you on about?
Good night, Father.
You have a dad? Goard, I didn't know.
Yeah, my dad didn't run out on me.
oh god. So since we finished
God.
that, A-Star, can I actually ask you a question?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you ever get accused of like cyberbullying people because of your Machinima Pipeline series?
Yeah, actually, I've been accused of trash talking people, talking shit on Machinima, and I guess people have accused me of cyberbullying, which is very much of a stretch. If anything, I think the only thing someone could possibly really insinuate is that, oh, I'm a hater.
Well,
I think
you're
the,
just
I
trying
think
to
the
be
only thing is
entertaining.
that,
Like...
I think the only thing is that like if you're accused of cyberbullying,
There has to be evidence of that first.
Well,
Oh,
there
yeah.
has to be evidence, yes. But the second thing is that people also have to look at the fact like they can interpret it in two different ways. One, you're just very blunt with your words, or two, it's cyberbullying.
Well, here's the thing, like, yeah, and I don't want to like to hijack your fucking podcast because this is not about me or my stream at all, my podcast. But the situation regarding my pipeline is that it's meant to help people improve on what's currently being made in the machinima sphere, and we watch what's currently being made, and we talk about what's wrong with it, what can be better about it, what we like about it. But the main purpose is that while we're watching it, we do two things. One, we give a lot of commentary with multiple people from different angles. It's why the same guest isn't always the same guest. If anything, the closest thing is Grumpy because he helps co-host it. But the situation comes down to, do we have enough to say that will be constructive about it at the end? Because the whole point of watching it is to have a good time and make light of it whenever we can, so that way it's entertaining to watch, but also so that way we're not detracting from the views of the creator, hence why we encourage whoever's watching live to actually open up another tab, watch it with us, and they can choose to tune us out if they want as well, because the point is, after we're finished, we're going to be serious and actually give full constructive criticism in the case that the actual director is watching, so that way they can improve. In terms of them feeling like they're cyberbullied, in order to be a cyberbully or any bully in general, you have to have malicious intent, you have to be malicious in general, and you have to, in a sense, harass and go after someone. So that way they are bullied, and that's not what the stream is about. The stream is just watching content and giving feedback.
Yeah, I just brought that up because I looked at like your most recent episodes and they have like a heavy amount of dislikes for some reason.
Wait, really?
No.
Last time I checked, they didn't.
Well, they're not like anything excessive. It's like one of them has like 9, I think.
Oh, if I got dislike bombed recently, then I have a good idea of who.
Much of like a whole lot of dislikes on somebody's videos, it doesn't really ring true until you talk about my shit. That, you know, like that poem video I made a year and a half ago. Fucking, you got demolished with dislikes.
Or some of mine. Or some of mine for sure.
But anyway, I think like we don't really need to talk about that. I feel like
we
that's
don't need to
just
go
gonna
into
start-
I want to talk
Yeah,
about
let's,
something.
let's leave that can of worms.
Wait, why is there 2 megalodons in here?
I was waiting for someone to bring it up.
I already saw it.
Fucking. Who the
All right.
fucking?
We're gonna have two JustinD
so-
gamers, and we're gonna have two sharks for the price of one.
All right. So did we want to do the trivia against me this time, or is it, or are we gonna call it good?
I wanted to do my topic actually.
Oh yeah, your topic. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mega.
So, biggest topic of this week: James Gunn back on Guardians Volume 3.
Oh, he is.
How do we feel about that?
Good.
Good. Well,
Really
fuck
great.
the
Like,
patriarchy.
Wait, did he actually get confirmed to be the director, or his script
yes,
was accepted?
director. Yes. But the thing is going to be is that he's going to be first working on Suicide Squad 2 and completing that before doing Guardians Volume 3.
Maybe he'll actually fix that too.
Indeed and stuff. But it's interesting that already they did recast Deadshot already because Will Smith, due to scheduling constraints,
Yeah, Idris
they
Elba
had to replace him.
is playing
Yeah, Idris
Deadshot.
Elba is now playing as Deadshot.
Ah,
That's hot.
that's
Yeah,
hot.
so I am. I don't know how, like, what the exact details were that got him back in for that, but either someone pulled their head out of their ass when it came to like getting Gunn reinstated, or Disney realized that no one else was willing to do it because every director they were trying to get on to do Guardians of the Galaxy 3 refused in support of James Gunn and all that. Because
The thing about James
Because
Gunn
look-
is that you like people say and do stupid shit. It's
Oh, no.
just, especially
Well,
when they're younger. He also talked about the fact that he was a provocateur when it came down to comedy. I mean, look back at the movie 43. He did. I know it's a shitty movie, but it's there's a skit that he did that was awful. It was it was like, it wasn't awful as in it wasn't like made right. It was just awful because the comedy was disgusting. But
Yeah.
but no, the thing is that like people say and do stupid shit, and that's the thing about like nowadays culture is that they immediately attack somebody for doing something stupid when they were younger.
yes, but
Yeah, there was an instant like that regarding
oh yeah, with the Liam Neeson thing and stuff. Just to explain, in case if anyone doesn't know.
yeah, basically
Yeah.
I think it was one of his friends got
Yes, it
and
got.
it's a heavy topic, sexually assaulted.
Yes.
Because the assaulter was a black person, basically go out and kill the
Kill
first
him,
black person he
essentially.
saw. And he even said that looking back at it now terrifies him. And a lot of people are basically pegging him that he's a racist and
Well, because
that sort of stuff.
because he called it
Little
because
heavy,
apparently he
isn't it?
called the guy a and quote unquote black bastard, essentially. And of
Yeah.
course, the main reason he, of course, said that was, of course, he is Irish, and the Irish are not very PC when it comes to their words. They're very,
Thank God.
which need to be. So he was being descriptive, but the problem is that the media took it and manipulated it to make it out of context in order for people to basically claim bullshit,
As the media does.
as the media does.
Yeah.
Media doesn't
And
ever
It's like,
in a
look at that
way-
freaking Britney Spears incident.
And in a way, that's kind of also what happened with Gunn as well, because one of the big things, and this is going to go into a little bit political territory for just a moment, because this is kind of
Into the political side of
a
things.
little, just a
Megalodon.
little bit.
This is the rabbit hole we
worst
go.
case scenario, if
But-
if I don't feel right about it, I'll just cut it.
Guys, is
Okay.
Machinima dead?
Anyways, so but just to kind of like finish on, I'm very glad that they cannot wait to see what he does with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 now that he's back in the chair, and I'm hoping that all the actors and stuff, including Batista, who was a big defender of him, are all happy to get back on board and all that, and that we get to see a proper finish to this series, because he'll be the first director ever in the MCU who has directed all 3 films in a trilogy, because that's been the thing that has been sort of a thing throughout all the other Marvel films, that no one director stays on the same for at least a trilogy and all that.
Mm,
And
no,
likely for
the
good
Russo
reason he'll do it
brothers
well.
have.
Well, the Russos have done different They did the first two They not the first. No, they did Winter Soldier and Civil War. They didn't do the first Captain America. So
no, but the thing is about Winter Soldier and Civil War, they kind of directly affected the Avengers.
They did, yeah, but they're part of Captain America's trilogy, though. That's the one thing. And the first Captain America film directed by the Russos. So that's the thing, is that there hasn't been.
All right, well then it's going to change due to the fact that the Russo brothers have done all three last Avengers movies.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, not the last three. They did the last two.
No, last two and stuff. But still, so James Gunn will technically be one to have completed a trilogy where he's been the director for all three films and stuff. That would have changed if they didn't reinstate director, but now that they done and stuff. Yeah, that definitely was a really good decision on their part. However it happened, at least someone did the right thing. So
yeah.
All right. I think this is a good spot to stop. I mean, it's we're at running.
Sorry, I'm just looking at the comments between Lawman and Justin. I'm just thinking, just bloody kiss already. You get it.
I mean, shit, if Lawman's down.
But anyway, thank you all for joining on the podcast, watching for YouTube. Everyone on YouTube, thank you for joining the podcast, and then everyone that's in this voice chat that has joined, thank you for joining as well. If you want to be part of next week's podcast, that'd be much appreciated. This will
also, one last thing. If you have some thoughts on MCC coming to PC, as well as Halo Reach being added to MCC, leave your thoughts.
Yeah, go ahead and leave your thoughts on the MCC going on PC, Reach coming on to MCC and on PC. Please just leave your comments down below, and thank you all for joining. Thank you to GrumpyElite.
Donate to our Patreon.
Thank you, GrumpyElite. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Lawman. Thank you, Mega. Thank you, A-Star. Thank you, Trey. And thank you, Vimto. Thank you all for joining.
No problem.
And everyone say goodbye.
Goard, that Conan's an imposter.
Die.
My God.